So we're here today in Lake Forest, California, and we're working on this roof. You can see Jesse right there. We're doing a little fix on this fiber cement roof. We're going to do a little video here today because we're going to do it. What type of roof do you have? A lot of people have no idea what type of roof they have, and this particular track is just a hodgepodge of different types of roofs. So I'm going to go through and I'm going to show a few of them, and if maybe you have no idea what is on your roof, and good chances we might have a couple of different types of roofs right here. So one we're working on today is one most people don't want to fix. I really don't know why. Maybe they're not too familiar with it. This one right here is a fiber cement roof. This is manufactured by a company I believe is Fire Free. These fiber cement roofs are a mixture of basically Portland cement, wood fibers, and they mold them into like a shake, spray a color on them, and they're installed just like wood shakes. They're basically made to be a fire-free wood shake replacement. It's supposed to be a Class A roof with certain underlayments. Most of the people who made these, they were made by several different manufacturers. Louisiana Pacific made one. Cedar Light, not Cedar Light, but oh boy, Protex, Pro Shake, Simwood, Cal Shake, Nature Guard, Tierra Shake, and maybe even a couple others. Fiber cement, they're all installed the same. And so when these break, a lot of people they'll come out and they'll tell you, you just have to get a new roof. And they don't want to take the time to fix them. And fixing these are like a piece of cake. You could probably even do this yourself. And you can see he's just going to clean off the area, clean off the shake. Almost always when these break, the piece stays up there. Just put a little polyether-based sealant, a couple dabs of it. You put it on there, fit it in, and you're not even going to be able to tell that he fixed it. And saves you the whole price of a new roof. 2 people came out to this roof. 2 people said you need a new roof. The other people came out, wouldn't even give them a bid on repair. We come out, we're in Lake Forest, we're going to repair it. Look, you can't even tell he fixed it. So let's take a walk over here and we'll look at another roof. Okay, this one. This looks like a Spanish tile roof. Probably don't have a whole lot of these back east, but they're out here on the west coast a lot. This is a steel tile. Little panels, 3-foot panels, probably about a 16-inch exposure. It's a metal roof. It's a metal roof that looks like a Spanish roof. And these actually go really good on square houses, like that don't have a lot of difficult angles on them. They look pretty good. This one looks pretty good. It's probably about 20 years old. And it looks like one thing about these is, I'm going to show you the piece of metal here up front. They would often install these right over the old roof. And when they do that, they put a piece of huge metal, like 4-inch roof. So they just cut the edge off the old roof and then put this piece of metal on. You never want to go over the old roof. And you can tell that they probably did. Either that or they have a very extensive insulation job done under here. They can install them on floating battens and insulation, and they use this to hide the 2x4s. A lot of times though, that's an indication of it went over an old wood shake roof, which is probably what this track was maybe about 30 years ago. So that's a metal roof that looks like Spanish tile. And this one right here is another metal roof that they made. They call it their wood shake design. So they actually make this metal to look like wood shake. It's supposed to look like basically that one right there. I don't think it does. It does look really good on a square building again. I'm just not a big fan of metal roofs. There's nothing wrong with them. But you should know that if you get a fire, one thing about metal roofs like this one, and this one, and this one right over here, if your house catches on fire, the fire department on a metal roof will let it burn down, because often they can't tell where the fire is, and so they won't get up there. And normal for if you get a fire, the fire department, he climbs up there, puts a ladder up there, and they chop a hole and they vent it out so the house doesn't burn down. But if you have a metal roof, they will not vent it. You can't get it out. They can't use their saws. They'll use a chainsaw. Nothing's going to work on metal. So they may let your house burn, very likely. They may take a hose inside and either just destroy the inside with the hose. But the best thing that they can do is try to vent it and put it out locally. But if you have a metal roof, they're not going to do that. They may very well just let your house burn down to the ground. A little bit of a downside. This right here, this is a really nice roof. One of my favorite roofs, as a matter of fact. This is a presidential TL roof. It's asphalt composition shingle. I call it TL because it's a tri-laminate, which means it's very many layers of asphalt layered together, pinched together. It's freaking bulletproof. You could probably play football on that thing. You cannot damage that sort of roof. It's pretty much impervious to hail damage, wind damage. Probably has, I'll bet you this has 110 mile an hour wind resistance. Really, really heavy duty stuff. Probably gonna last longer than you will. This stuff will be there forever. And it's a little more expensive, a little more pricey. The Certainteed Presidential TL. And look how good it looks. And yeah, I gotta show you this. This is the cheaper version of the same type of roof. I believe this right here. Yeah, this is the GAF version. So a lot of times we'll look at these and people say, that's presidential, that's presidential. That's GAF. That's their Grand Sequoia. It's cheaper and it don't look as good. It's not quite as good as that one. A little bit bigger exposure, a little bit different. I don't like it. Another metal roof right here. Another metal roof. Okay, there's just all kinds of different roofs on this little particular track. Usually most tracks, you know, they all have like the same roof over and over and over. This one has a lot of different ones. So we'll just, you can take a look at your roof and see if you can figure out what kind that you have. This right here, coming up. This one right here. Concrete tile roof. Looks like that one, which is metal. Made in the S tile, the Spanish tile. This is a classic American tile made to look like a Spanish tile. They call it their S tile. Beautiful roof. Really nice house. Here locally we have two manufacturers in California, Monier, Eagle Light. It's probably one of them. Really, really good. I'll show you another concrete tile. Yeah, look at that. That stuff is nice. I'll show you one more over here. Let's see if they get a few more. And yet another metal roof. It looks good. There's no problems with it. And we will get out of the way of this car. Another concrete S-tile roof right here, done in the gray color. Not a real big fan of that. If you're going to use gray colors or dark brown, I think on this type of roof, you go with either the terracotta and make it actually look like a Spanish tile roof. Seems weird to me to have a slate colored roof in a round Spanish tile look. I don't know why they do it. But if you're going to go gray, you go with that one right there. Flat tile, concrete, looks pretty nice. Yeah, look, they did a nice job with it too. That's brand new. I think that is really, really new. You can tell that it's new when all we do is fix roofs anymore. But when I used to do the new ones, I would do a brand new roof. This is like Eagle tile probably. One of my pet peeves was what I would call shiners. What's a shiner? I'm going to show you. See these little shiny nails? Shiners. So we would just take a can of paint and we'd spray the heads, turn it dark gray, and you never even see them, and they don't rust. So it used to drive me nuts to have a bunch of shiners on my house. So I'd take the time to do it, but nobody else does that. It's a Monier roof. Monier, lightweight. You can see how thin it is. I can tell by the channel. It's a Monier, local manufacturer, flat concrete. It's probably 595 pounds per square foot, which means it's under the threshold for engineering, and you can just install that. And yeah, you can see this little track has all kinds of them. This right here, the concrete tile in the villa. Little tiny humps. Not a big fan of that. Another flat tile one right there, older one. Another steel tile, concrete S tile. So you almost just seen them all right there. Steel tile, S tile, steel tile, flat tile. There they all are. So that's it. I think this is the best one.